Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year. So this time we're featuring another walk round of members' car. So this time we're looking at Dave's lovely MR2. Blinded by the sun today, but you know, sun's out, get the cameras out, feature a lovely car in his Northern Retro Toyota's hospitality suite. So I'm going to flip you around once more. Dave's going to join us on this video, so we're going to give you a tour around the car. Dave's going to explain some of its history, some of the modifications he's done, some of the restoration work he's done. So let's get to it. So first of all, I'll just give you a quick walk around before Dave joins us and tell us some of the details. As you can see, it's a lovely example. Fresh with its new diamond cut wheels. Not jealous at all of this one, but I do love a Mark 1 MR2. T-bar. Yeah, absolutely stunning example. I'm sure you'll see it at some shows what we're at this year. I hope to see you along. Check out our website, northernretrotoyotas.co.uk, for the details of upcoming shows. Hope to see you there. Come speak to us, come join up. It's free to join on Facebook. So hope to see you soon. I'll get Dave on and let him talk us through it. So here we go then. Get Mr. Entwistle on and let him tell us all about his lovely MR2.
Greetings all, thank you for watching first of all. A lot of you might not have actually seen this car because it kind of only comes out to the special events at the minute, and I kind of tend to use the Celica more often. But now thanks to Darren Trigg and his offer to drive one of the cars to the shows, you'll be seeing a lot more of it. So as Steve's just said, I believe, it's a 1987 Toyota MR2 Mark 1B. It's the car I've wanted since I was 21 years old. Finally got this when I was 50. I did buy one when I was 21, got it on finance, everything was agreed, finance went through to my surprise, and then when they called me said we just need a copy of your driving licence and your insurance, that's when the problem hit. I could not get insured anywhere at 21 years old, I just couldn't get insured. Eventually they said they'd get me on Toyota insurance, they turned me down as well, so I had to basically get my deposit back, which was very tearful, and forget about it. So promised myself one day I'd own one, eventually got it. So I found this one in Brighton, of all places. I couldn't have possibly got it further away. The guy had obviously put pictures and videos up of it and it looked amazing, so I contacted him and said, look, I'm coming a long way, I don't want to see the good parts of the car, show me all the bad details. I said, because it's a long way to come and I have to go back again. So he did, to be fair to him, he pointed out all the bad parts, and it was a really, really good car, or so I thought at the time. So yeah, one-way train ticket down to Brighton, saw it, loved it, bought it, and drove it back home. As soon as I got back home, before I even went to the house, I took it to my friend who restores cars, because he knew I'd been after one for years and years. When I showed it him, I was absolutely devastated. He told me that every panel was a different colour white.
Oh no.
And yeah, just, it had been painted so many times, so I booked the car in with him right then, because like the one I previously bought, which was literally brand new, I wanted mine to look like that. So, booked it in with him for restoration on the day that I drove it back. He's quite a busy guy because he's really good at his work, so there was a delay of a couple of months. Took it over to him, he told me he'd want it for about 6 weeks maximum, and then he started stripping it. And as anybody knows with a Mark 1 MR2, once you start taking the panels off, that's when you actually see what the car's really like underneath. So the actual full restoration took about 8 months rather than 6 weeks, but it was worth the wait. He's absolutely got it exactly how I pictured it in my mind.
Definitely worth the wait. I mean, you've only got to look at it and just see it's absolutely immaculate. Very, very lovely example.
He literally stripped every panel off it. So all the wings, doors, everything, they've all been painted inside and out. They've been stone chipped on the inside just to make it's actually better than new. He was shocked with the Toyota finish. He found one part under the engine bay that actually had the original paint, and it had got runs in it. So,
wow, from factory?
From factory,
from factory.
Factory paint, and it had got runs in it. But it was out of sight, to be fair. It was up under the engine bay. You couldn't see it unless you'd strip the car down. But yeah, he absolutely went to town on it, and it made my dream come true, basically.
So quite a unique thing about Dave's car, I'll take you a bit closer in, it looks white on the surface. I hope it picks it up on camera, but it's got a lovely, lovely pearl fleck in the paint. So is that something you requested, Dave? Is that something what you'd always envisaged for the car?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it white, and I wanted it to look standard. That was, just how I had it pictured. But I also wanted it bulletproof, so I wanted as much paint on there for protection as possible. So I talked to Lee about it, the restoration guy, and he said, well, if you have it done in the standard Toyota Super White, he says I can put 4 or 5 layers of that on. He says, and then I'll just do 1 layer of pearl over the top of the white, so you won't see it unless the sun shines on it. He says, and then on top of the pearl, obviously I can get plenty of lacquer on top of it. So he's literally, hopefully, fingers crossed, made it bulletproof. I mean, it's been done, was it 4 years now since he did it, and it's still, as you can see, it's spotless.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gleaming. And luckily today we've got the sun out, so you can really see that pearl in the paint. I hope it's picking it up on camera for you. Hopefully all of you know that these the mid-engine cars, so under the front, Dave's going to pop it now and show us around underneath. Unlike my car, it's absolutely immaculate. Mine would be full of junk, but so look at this.
There we go, full original tool pack, thanks to Neil Jones. He managed to supply the pouch and all the tools that it came with from new, which I was struggling with. The T-bars have this support brace, because obviously without the roof it loses a bit of strength. So you find the support brace just on the T-bars.
Okay, so tin top roofs, sunroofs, they don't have that support brace?
That's right, yeah. They just put them on for the T-bars just to give it that bit of extra strength. It's what they lose by cutting the roof out, basically.
So yeah, I'll take you for a bit of a closer look. As you can see, it's just absolutely immaculate. Not a bit of rust in sight. Everything just lovely and clean. So annoying, isn't it?
Cleaning the water bottle was quite fun. Same on the radiator bottle and the bike. I took it off, emptied it, and put ball bearings inside with a load of cleaning fluid. So all different cleaners and that inside with some ball bearings, and literally shook it and shook it and shook it until I got rid of any stains on the inside, just to give it that nice white finish that it came with from the factory.
Lovely, absolutely lovely.
I've made a slight alteration on the headlights.
Ooh, pop-up lights.
The headlights that came on these obviously were the old style, and they just get very, very cloudy and go like a yellowy colour.
Yeah.
There's no way of keeping them clean. Luckily, Ray Brigg do these type that this literally fit straight in. You don't have to alter anything. And to me, I know it's not original, but it just gives it that nice, clean, fresh look, and I really, really do like them.
It does look nice. It does look really nice. Beautiful. So, as you can see from the sun reflector on these wheels, well, they're just absolutely sparkling away. And Dave, I don't believe these are standard.
They're not. No, that's right. They would have just come with the standard alloy wheels. The supercharger that did make it over here, they came with the diamond cut wheels and then the powder coated teardrops. And it's just such a lovely, fresh look. I do prefer them. So I was lucky enough to find. I found these wheels off a member, so thank you very much. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased with them. They really finished the car off.
Just another excuse, there you go, guys, for joining Northern Retro Toyotas. There's always plenty of people to help you in the club. Any mechanical questions, parts, loads of advice, loads of skilled people with us. So, like I keep saying, get joined up. So come on then, Dave, let's see the power plant, the beast.
Right, here it is.
Oh, lovely.
Just pop that up. Again, it didn't look anything like that. To start with, they come with like a big kind of spider thing that sits up above the cam covers here for the throttle, and it covers up all the writing. It covers up the twin cam 16 valve and the Toyota, and I mean, it does a great job, but to me, I like to see the rocker covers, and I think with the writing on them as well, it looks great. So a guy up in Scotland created this Jimmy bracket, which you lose all this spider that sits on top here, and it just replaces it just with this simple little bracket. It does exactly the same job, and it just, to me, it just opens the engines up and lets people be able to view it better.
Absolutely. Like I said, this, just once again, I hope it's picking it up on camera all right, but this is absolutely just immaculate. It's stunning. What litre engine are these, Dave?
So they're only a 1.6 litre twin cam 16 valve, as you can see with the writing as well. Yeah, not a very big engine at all. It was an affordable sports car because, you know, nobody could afford the Ferraris and Lamborghinis with the engines in the back. And then Toyota came along with this that, you know, an average man could afford one. So there was a lot of fun for not many pennies.
Yeah, and they're absolutely excellent to drive. So speaking of the drivetrain, have you done any modifications to suspension, brakes?
Brakes, yes. Thanks to Egil Jones, he's powder coated the calipers and also put braided brake lines on for me, and that has made a big difference. Biggest change under here is it's the gearbox. So Paul Woods of Woods Sports, he takes the original 5-speed gearbox and he adds a 6th gear, which is from the Toyota Celica. So this one has now got the limited slip diff Celica 6 gear in it. So it's just little things that these cars rev so high and just run at high revs. It just gives you that extra gear. The gears are a closer ratio, and now limited slip diff on top of that as well. So yeah, big thank you to Paul Woods and all the effort he put in to be able to do that.
So another benefit of the Mark 1 MR2, you've got the storage in the front, and then round the back you've also got boot space as well. So Dave's just going to open that, show us in.
It's not very big, but it means you can go away on holiday.
Oh, it's not too bad, and you can get a couple of overnight bags. It's certainly stocking all our equipment.
It's got all the NRT flags and supports in for the shows, so that shows that I will be taking it to a show because it's already loaded, ready to go.
Excellent.
So yeah, it just makes using it a little bit more, a little bit better because you can actually put a suitcase in. You can go away for a weekend.
Practicality.
And, yeah. You don't have to fill up the passenger seat with all your cases and belongings. So it's yeah, the Mark 1 and Mark 2 had them, the Roadster didn't, and yeah, it's just a little handy bit of space. They needed somewhere to put the rear spoiler, so I guess they had to make a boot just to fit the rear spoiler in.
Yeah. So Toyota were very forward thinking that they made a lovely T-bar roof, which is very handy for making YouTube videos, that you can come and pan inside. See this lovely retro interior.
The thing they say about this interior and the seats is the whole car would end up as a pile of rust on the floor, just orange dust, but the seats and interior would still be perfectly immaculate.
And they are.
They're absolutely bulletproof, no matter what you throw at them. They don't wear out, they don't fade. It's a pity they didn't do the same with the panels on the car, but yeah. It lasts forever.
Retro Toyota problems. Yeah, love it. Lovely cassette tape collection here. Let's have a look at Dave's tasting music.
I will
look at this.
Stop you there. It's kind of not actually my tasting music, although some of them are. But the idea behind the tapes is every tape was released in 1987.
Ah, see what you've done there.
I've actually got the cassettes to match the age of the car.
In excess.
I'll use that as an excuse.
Are we believing it, folks? I don't know. Don't know about that one. I've heard him blasting some Whitney Houston out as well when we've been on drives. So I hope you've enjoyed this walk around of the lovely Mark 1 MR2. Plenty more videos to come. Like I said, once again, if you want your car featuring, get in touch with us. northernretrotoyotas.co.uk. Check his website out. You can email us through there as well. And let us do a walk around of your car. Tell us all the interesting facts and figures about it. Show it off a little bit. But yeah. Oh, I've just spotted something else. So is this is not a standard exhaust, Dave?
It's not, no. So, Alex, thank you very much. He had the full engine out on my car. Every nut and bolt was re-galvanised, full engine rebuild. And when we put it all back together, I didn't want to put a 30-year-old exhaust back on a brand new engine. So I went to Top Gear Performance at Doncaster and I got them to custom make me a brand new stainless steel exhaust.
Custom made?
Yeah, custom made. It just didn't sit right in my head to put a 30-year-old exhaust onto a brand new engine that was literally nut and bolt brand new. So yeah, it is a brand spanking new exhaust as well.
Come on then, we've got to hear it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a different sound. I wanted it a little bit louder, but nothing silly.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely not standard.
Yeah,
Lovely little rasp to it. Yeah, that does sound nice. I'll try and move away a bit. If you want to give it a few more revs, Dave, just let's have a listen to it. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Yeah, very nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this walk around of the lovely Mark 1 MR2.
Yep, thank you Steve for turning up and doing a video of my car. Now it's your turn, over to you guys. Anybody that wants a video doing, just give us a bell and we'll turn up and do the same for you.
Excellent.
Cheers.
See you around. Bye. Bonus clip.